Magandang araw sa inyo, mga kabansa. Kayo ay nasa Iparas kay Paras. At ito ang inyong lingkolado paglinawan na nagbubungad ng pagbati para sa aking kaibigan na si Eli Saludar.
Magandang araw po.
At para kay Atty. Manuelito Luna.
Magandang araw po.
At sa ating sekretary.
Magandang hapon sa inyo lahat, paring Eli, paring Mari, Attorney Manny Luna, and paring Ado. At of course, sa ating mga kababayan, magandang hapon sa inyo lahat. Ito po tayo sa Iparas kay Paras, at gusto natin talakayin itong mga palaaway ng mga Pilipino na nasa gobyerno na utak pulbura. Hindi natin maintindihan, wala namang provocation sa China or sa ibang bansa. Bakit ang iniisip parati gera? O, kung atakihin daw, bakit ka mag-isip kung atakihin? Wala namang aatake sa Pilipinas. Unang-una, we are the least country that any country will be interested to attack or something like that. Even China, that is being maligned by Marcos and always being thrown with harsh words by this Maltese Secretary of Defense and this Browner.
Brownie.
Ito, pakinggan natin itong Browner. But before that, anong masasabi nyo sa mga pinaggagawa nitong Gibo at saka lalo na doon sa Kuala Lumpur? Anong background mo dito sa Maltese na sinasabi mong
Well, nag-declare si Gibo Teodoro at si Pete Hegseth ng Task Force Philippines. At ang basa ko dito, analysis ko dito, they will take advantage of the chairmanship of Bongbong Marcos sa ASEAN para yung lagim na ikinakalat nila ngayon sa South Korea ay ikalat sa buong ASEAN. Yun ang lumalabas sa mga statement nila, no?
Ano pa itong lagim?
Oo.
Ano itong lagim na kinakalat?
Ay yung so-called trespassing, tapos pagka sila'y tinaboy, coercive action daw.
Aggressive action.
Aggressive action daw.
No.
Pero, they are lost at sea. Kasi pumapasok sila sa teritoryo na kontrolado ng China. Wala kasing compass yata ang mga Philippine Coast Guard at saka Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources. Of course, gagamitin nila yun na excuse para magbenta ng armas para sa Amerika. Kasi kailangan ng US war economy ang kita ngayon.
So, negosyo yan.
Negosyo to. Negosyo.
Pero doon sa usapan, parang ang sinasabi ni Pete Hegseth ay parang there's a good relationship between China and the United States.
Oo, kasi because of the
Yes.
initiative of Trump, the president.
At parang nakita ko na wala na dapat na pag-usapan tungkol sa gulo. Because Trump, even when Marcos was visiting him in the United States, and up to the APEC, President Trump has shown his lead, for China and the United States relationship.
Amity
Amity,
between the two nations.
trade relations. So any bright, learned person would not think of any conflict in terms of arms
Oo.
between the United States and
China.
and China.
Kasi the two head states are
So tayo naman, saring pusa lang tayo. Why? Because
nagdi-de-escalate sila
we are so much dependent on the United States because of the Mutual Defense Treaty. Pakinggan natin itong kumag na Chief of Staff na ito. kung anong pinagdadaldal, despite sinabi na ni Trump kay Marcos, befriend the United States. Tapos, despite the fact na
China.
nakipagkamaya na itong maski violation of protocol, pero he has expressed his friendship with China. Pero itong mga klokoy,
Alipores.
itong alipores,
Yung mga
ewan ko,
askal.
mga asong kalye, gusto pa rin maggera.
AFP Chief Browner says that in case of an armed attack, the Philippines must be ready to resist, fight, and withstand attack initially before help comes from allies can arrive. The AFP also said that the military is ready to defend the country against armed attack, but the assets are currently inadequate to defend the entire archipelago.
So, meron akong nabasa dyan, additional info on that, no? Sinasabi din daw niya na maghintay tayo ng 20 to 30 days. So, i-defend natin within that period bago ang help from the United States would arrive. Tingnan mo yung kalokohan niya.
Well, unang-una, ikaw ang nag-iisip na gigirahin tayo. Hindi ka ba stupido na mag-iisip ka? Yung principal mo, Amerika, declare na ng kaayusan. Tapos, mag-i-expect ka pa rin na gigirahin ka ng China. Now, if ever, kasi nanggigiit ka ng gera, if ever, ito kung matalino ka at yung amo mo na si Maltese secretary, kung matalino kayo, kung sakali man, gigirahin tayo. Do you really think na sinasabi mo after 20
to 30 days daw.
20 to 30 days, the United States will help us? Papayagan ba tayo yung mga kanyang Typhoon, ano ba yan?
Weapon system.
Weaponry. Tapos, papadalhan tayo ng mga, ano ba yan? Exocet, yung mga ganon? Mga armaments. If the United States is having a good trade relation, is the United States going to sacrifice the welfare of the American people? Just magiging kapritsyo sa ginagalaw nyo dyan sa West Philippine Sea? Anong masasabi mo?
Ako, medyo nakakatanaw ako rito ng ibang anggulo Kasi kailangan magpakita sila na we are under threat. Under some kind of threat. That there is a prospect of war. Bakit? Dahil nung inaasahan natin na 500 million at a rate of 100 million a year
US
na
dollars.
commitment ni Biden noong 2023 ay hanggang ngayon hindi pa dumarating.
Wala na yun. Kinancel na ni
Wala
Trump yun. In
Wala
fact,
na yun.
Kaya nagsusulisit
In fact,
na ito si Brownie.
if you are observant, yung ino-organize ni yung Dodge na tinatanggal na lahat ng mga excess fat ng United States sa mga USAID, sa mga kung ano-ano.
Yun.
Kasali tayo doon. Kasali tayo doon na wala namang threat of a war between the United States and China. So why would they invest in the Philippines?
At saka naghahatak na rin sila ng aid from Ukraine. Yung Tomahawk missiles, ayaw na nilang bigay sa
Trump
Ukraine.
wants to get a Nobel Prize or wants to be the peacemaker of the world.
Yes.
So why would this is stupid officials of the Philippines will be doing warmongering when the principal, which is Trump, and the United States will never trigger the Mutual Defense Treaty.
Ang basa ko dito, is parang kulang sa pansin. At saka nagsisip-sip lang ito sa Malacanang, itong si Bronner. At saka parang parot kung anong sasabihin ng boss niya sa DND, parang yun din ang gusto niyang sabihin. So, wala sa ano ito.
Pero-
Yung statements niya lagi, sablay at saka hindi relevant to the times.
No.
One,
Oh.
yung threat nila sa mga retired, natatanggalan nila ng retirement benefits and pension, hinurong nila. Sabi nila, fake news daw yon. Second, ito na naman ngayon, aggressive statement na unnecessary, nag-issue na naman. I will not be surprised that in a couple of days, magsasabi na naman yan siya na I was taken out of context. Sigurado
Pero,
yan.
attorney, hindi mo pwedeng sabihin sa ordinary soldier at sa brass ng Armed Forces of the Philippines na wala ng perang darating sa modernization. It will cause tremendous demoralization in the ranks.
Wala naman talagang pera na.
Kaya nga nagre-remedyo si Browner.
Mayroon namang budget. Mayroon namang budget na nakalaan for
50
the
billion.
for the armed
50 billion.
forces. Oh.
50 billion.
So, but you should not expect from the United States. Because the United States is also not in good shape as far as
Finances.
Money is
ngayon nga
concerned.
lang naayos lang nila yung problema nila sa
Budget.
tariff sa with China kasi
Pero moratorium lang yan.
yung mga goods na ini-import ng United States from China hininto Oh.
Pero meron
Yung ano ba 'yun, yung mines, yung earth ano bang tawag niyan?
Rare earth.
Rare earth hindi hininto nila pero ngayon mukhang mariresume na naman yung
1 year moratorium.
Oh.
1 year.
So all this are expected to improve the relation and results to the good economy of the United States.
Pero imbis na 28 billion dollars na bibilhin na soybeans, 12 na lang pala hanggang January. 12 na lang. Nabawasan din.
So, imbes na mag-issue ng mga ganitong
Pero long term naman yan Kasi wala namang bilateral na 47% yung tariff ni-reduce to 47 So long term yang yung supply ng China because maraming kailangan ng United States coming from China.
Saka tayo, if we may suggest, dapat iwasan na ng mga defense officials and AFP officials itong mga provocative statements na hindi kailangan, irrelevant at saka nakakasira lalo sa ating bansa.
Wala naman kasing to si Bronner I mean, with due respect as a professional soldier, an official of the armed forces, there was really nothing spectacular about him. Except that naging popular lang ito during the siege in Marawi na siya yung spokesman. But wala siyang actual combat experience.
Nabit-bit ni Digong.
Oh. Tapos nalagay dyan, may mga na-impress sa kanya dahil sa daldal niya. Tulad din itong isang congressman na daldal ng daldal itong Adjong na nagiging na rin sa Congress, daldal ng daldal. Nagiging nasa limelight siya, 'di ba? Oo. Kaya na-promote at na-promote naging army. Pero sino bang nag-promote sa kanya? Yung mga tauhan ni Duterte. I suppose it was Bongo kasi si Bongo ang nagbubulong kay Duterte kung sino ang ilalagay.
Paper pusher.
There is even one guy who should have been the head of the army and the head of the Armed Forces. Si June anong pangalan nito?
June Parlade.
Who made a good showing.
Kasi Lieutenant General na siya. At saka siya ang utak ng LCAC.
Tapos nasingitan nitong daldalero na Bronner Wala naman tong kakayahan Pero nandyan pero ano sinasabi ni dito sa mga pinagdadaldal nitong
si General De Leon.
General De Leon. Anong sinasabi niya tungkol dito sa Bronner na ito?
Sige.
Ayan. Brigadier General De Leon to General Browner, you are a coward. I'm officially calling General Romeo Browner a coward who throws his soldiers and his subordinates under the bus just to save his neck. Ayan, may arm attack daw. Mr. Browner, you don't deserve your designation as Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. In fact, you don't deserve the respect of the whole soldiery. No wonder that you avoided hazardous duty all your life, because you lack the wherewithal to lead, much less to uphold the morale of your troops. You are nothing but a boot-licking 4-star disgrace.
Nako po.
Can you...
Retired Brigadier General Orlando De Leon, delivered November 27, 2024.
Masyado mabigat yung
On
mga...
record
Mabigat
yan,
yung
ha?
sinasabi.
Ginamit,
And
pananalita.
swak na swak talaga sa kapabilidad nitong Browner na ito.
Pagka ako pagsabihin na ganyan,
Nag-aabang
mag-retire na
lang
ako.
kung may mga opportunity na magdadaldal siya. It's very untimely. Sasabihin mo, if there is an attack, why should you even think of an attack? When there is peace, when there is amity between the United States and
China.
and China. Ano ba tayo? We are dependent so much on the United States for the Mutual Defense Treaty.
Meron ako
Can
natutunan
we
dyan.
stand on our own 2 feet to fight China without the United States? Hindi ka ba nag-iisip, Bronner, na ayos na sila doon sa taas? You're imagining things eh.
Imagine, meron pa siyang period that we have to defend ourselves between 20 to 30 days. Saan niya nakuha yan? Do you think we will survive that long?
Baka 2 araw lang, tunaw na tayo eh. Kapag, ano ba yung mga missile ng China na Dongfeng missiles?
Dongfeng Mesa. Ang sabi nga ni Ferdinand Marcos Sr., while the Americans are discussing it in Congress, we are already dying there. Ano sinasabi niyang 30 days?
20 to 30 days daw.
Abang daw,
Hinihintay ang help.
Meron ako
alam mo,
natutunan
para
kasi
sa ating mga kababayan. Halimbawa, ito, example.
Kalokohan.
Dahil dito sa agitation nitong flat-nose na nagsasalita dyan na
Pinocchio.
ngets pa.
Si
na-
Pinocchio.
Si Pinocchio.
robotic.
So, magkakaroon talaga ng actual skirmish dyan. Dahil hindi tumitigil ang ating mga operative. Hindi tumitigil. Tapos magkabanggaan. By any chance, bibirahin tayo ng China. Do you really think, bago gumalaw ang Amerika, hindi tayo matutunaw? Hindi na, I mean,
15 minutos lang ang kailangan.
Let's face it. Tingnan mo yung atake ng US doon sa Iran. Di ba? Tunaw na yung mga lugar ng nuclear sites in just seconds. Kung ipakawalan tayo ng isang rocket lang sa China, baka buong Metro Manila matutunaw na yan.
O buong Campo Aguinaldo.
So kailan pa magre-response ang United States? Habang mayroon silang nice relationship with China, do you think the US Congress, which are controlled by the Republicans, so are mga bata-bata ni Trump, will say na, we will allow for the president to declare to trigger the Mutual Defense Treaty.
Pero hindi yan ang first step sa Mutual Defense Treaty in case of an armed attack. Kailangan mag-report muna sa UN Security Council at hintayin ang aksyon.
Kaya nga, 20
Pag
to
walang
30
aksyon,
days.
saka aksyon yung US.
Matagal yan. Di wala.
Talagang
Basta tayo
Baka 90 days na yun.
Talagang hindi nag-iisip itong kukote na Bronner na yun.
Invento lang
20
yan.
to 30 days maghintay bago
Basta tayo.
arangkada yung allies.
Alam nyo,
ubos na tayo.
may wisdom,
Kakatawa ka, Bronner.
may wisdom dyan si Hillary Clinton na natutunan ko.
ano?
Ito ang sagot niya nung tanungin siya dyan. We do not comment on hypothetical
Yun.
statements.
Yun.
Yan, tama.
Pagka hypothesis, hindi ka dapat, lalo na armed forces, chief of staff ka. Di ba? Why are you reacting on the basis of hypothesis?
Hindi, wala nga basis
Wala
Invento lang ng mind niya
in
Kasi-
case of an armed attack, hypothesis yun
Oo.
eh. Oh, you're
Conditional.
assuming that there will be one.
Oo.
Oh,
It's a fallacy. It's a fallacy kasi not based on facts.
oh,
So parang ina-assume mo lang. Pero para sa akin, sa ordinary Filipino, unnecessary yan. Yung mga ganyang provocative statement coming from no less than the Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of the Philippines.
Kasi, alam nyo, wala pa kasi dumarating, no? Since Marcos took over, wala pang dumarating
Na ano?
sa modernization program na hindi requisition from Aquino to Duterte. Wala pang napaparating si Marcos, wala pa napaparating si Browner, wala pa napaparating si Gibo. Kaya they're under pressure from under. Para ano na nangyari doon sa kalahating bilyon na pinangako sa atin ni Biden?
Wala na yun.
Wala na, tapos na.
Tapos na ang Biden administration.
In fact, saan kukunin yung pera na yun? Ha? Unang-una, ano sila ngayon eh? Problema nga sila to pass the...
Sarado nga yung gobyerno ng Amerika eh.
So anong pinag-isip nitong
Hindi
mga
na-approve yung budget.
kurakot na mga ito? Okay. So much for this stupidity of Bronner as quoted by General De Leon. Ito naman, there is also some issues on, well, I suppose misgivings ito. Kasi alam mo, with due respect, magaling ito si Vince. I've known him even if when he was just a runner of Cesar Kiambao before. But masipag yung bata na yan. And now he's of age and he has been tested to serve the Duterte administration. Si Secretary Vince Dizon is not a superman. He needs people to help him, di ba? Run the department. Lalo na ngayon na reforms are being instituted. So he needs people who are, if you are fighting corruption, the people that you should have are also
Incorruptible dapat.
incorruptible. Walang bahid. Kaya
Walang padrino.
wala ring padrino, wala ring they are there because of their capability, their
Bayan, bansa.
professionalism,
Competence.
and competence. Hindi yung pare, pasok mo yung bata ko diyan. No? Just because you are malapit doon sa bata-bata ka ni Marcos, pwede kang magsingit ng bata-bata mo. So, ito po, may mga nirelease na issue si Marcoleta tungkol sa isang
Bali,
in-appoint.
retired general to, no?
In-appoint. With due respect, hindi naman ang appointing authority si Vince. Pinalusot ito na mapirmahan ni Marcos yung pagka-undersecretary nitong isang
Sa DPWH.
ex-police na may mga flag,
Red flags.
may mga red flags sa kanyang history. Kanyang ikangay pinagdaanan bilang isang opisyal ng gobyerno. Ito,
Panoorin
pakinggan natin
natin.
si Senator Marcoleta.
Aking responsibilidad po ito. Pinagtiyagaan ko pong ipagtanong ang pinanggalingan po ni Yusek Bisnar. Medyo nakakabahala po. Pasensya na po. Noon pong August 15, 1998, Yusek Bisnar, hanggang October 4, 2000, or 2 years and 1 month, kayo po ay nasa PHAU Headquarters Support Service, HSS. Ang ibig pala sabihin ng PHAU, ito po yung Personnel Holding and Accounting Unit na nakakabahala po ang kalagayan sapagkat ito po pala ay mga police personnel assigned to PHAU for various reasons, including secondment to other agencies, those on study leave, or those under floating status, such as personnel with pending criminal investigation, etc., etc. And then in January 16, 2002 to November 7 to 2002, ganun din po, PHAU HSS. Ganun din po sa November 8, 2002 to 2003, 4 months ito. Ang pinaka medyo maduguri ito, Secretary, PHAU HSS, March 4, 2003 to March 15, 2012, or a period of 9 years. Ano po ang, bakit po kayo naka-float ng ganito katagal pong panahon? More than, from 1998 to 2012, it's more than 11 years. Were you in floating status, sir?
Mr. Chair, with the permission of the Secretary.
Go ahead, Yusek.
From 1998 to 2001, Mr. Chair, I was detailed to the Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Task Force.
What is that, sir?
The Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Task Force.
Yun
Mr.
yung
Chair.
PAOK-TF.
Yes, sir.
That's 2001 to
1998 to 2001 or 2002, Mr. Chair.
The enumeration of his qualification, parang it does not promise any excellence. With due respect.
Hindi impressive.
Hindi impressive. Unang-una,
Walang-
for so many years, he was, ano ba tawag niyan? Yung
Floating.
floating. So how can you exercise your talent, your acquired experience when
you
you're
are
floating,
floating.
you're not doing anything.
Pero kadalasan ang pag-floating ka, may kaso ka or...
May kaso
Ano
na
naman?
siya.
Oo nga, yung kadalasan, so ganun.
He was
may problema ka sa iyong career.
dismissed. Pero na-reconsider, pero may penalty pa rin na 30 days.
So, yung integrity issue nandyan sa kanya.
Oo.
Teka. Pero nagpa-OCTF daw siya.
Oh, baka involved pa ito sa mga kuratong baliling or whatever. So, klarong-klaro na ito, I doubt if Vince Dison was the one who recruited this guy. Kasi matino si Vince Dison eh.
Results-oriented
Pero
siya.
tingin ko napakiusapan lang si Vince Dison. Kasi
Sino ba hepe ng PAOK-TF nun?
Baka
May pagkakatanda.
baka si General Pampelo Lacson.
Okay.
Kasi tama-tama yung panahon ni Erap ito eh. Naging
Tama, 98
PAOK-TF eh.
98 to 2001. Tapos naalis si...
Naalis si Erap. So, panahon tao ni Ping Lacson to. So, I will not be surprised.
1998. No?
I will not be surprised kung pinakiusap ito ni Ping Lacson kay Vince Dison or kay Marcos Jr. Alam mo, mahirap ito kasi napilitan lang si Vince Dison to defend him. Pero itong pakiusap, I would presume, would be detrimental to Vince Dison in the long run.
No.
Kasi baka lumabas ang
Baka mabibit.
baka lumabas ang tunay na kulay nito, at
Tunay na loyalty.
mahatak pa si Vince Dison kasi hindi naman niya tao ito or it's not vetted because it was I've heard from some people that tao daw ni Lacson daw talaga ito. And I would not be surprised kung hindi pinakiusap ni Lacson ito because unang-una, who will recommend someone kung hindi mo talagang tao or kasama mo sa mga whatever, alleged kalukuhan na talagang itutulak mo because of his record. NARS, Dapat sa Department of Health ito.
Veterinarian daw.
Kaya- Hermosa.
Veterinarian, dapat sa Department of Culture. Bakit sa DPWH ilalagay?
Kiko Chula rin.
Ah.
So, well, we're nothing against personally, no? There's nothing personal here, but we're just sounding off the concern of Senator Marcoleta. Ha?
Kasi malawak ang kanyang hawakan, Luzon eh.
Luzon.
4 na region niya
At
sa
saka
Luzon.
ito yung pinaka masahol na nangyari na corruption sa Bulacan. Sa Ilocos Norte, sinabi ni
Matindi,
Region
matindi.
Region 1. Ang daming mga
Kabulastugan.
kabulastugan. Pangasinan. Oh. Sa
So, Region 1,
Mindoro.
Region 2.
Mindoro.
Oh, Region 2, Region 3, Region 4.
Oh, ang dami niyang hawakan. Ano bang test ni ang test ni Vince Dizon as far as his experience with this guy was only that he was appointed as OTS
Sa DOTR.
sa DOTR,
Dapat sana engineer.
which is a very short period. Wala pang yatang 4
Engineer
months.
dapat.
Engineer dapat.
Engineer dapat,
Or siguro maganda
or
CPA.
Masters in Business Administration. Ito, nurse.
Veterinarian.
Tapos, pinagyabang niya yung course niya, degree daw, but I think that's
Program.
mentally dishonest. A degree under the
A program.
dictionary, 2 year, a minimum of 2 year.
Masters, minimum of 18 months.
No.
Merong AIM program na ganun. Pero 1 year, program lang yan.
Program, hindi degree. So he mistook it for a degree.
Kung totoo ito, Sek, na nirekomenda ng isang mataas na tao, baka merong conflict of interest kasi, hindi ba, iniimbestigahan nila yung flood control.
Oh.
Bakit ilalagay mo yung bata mo doon?
Oh, may conflict of interest yan. Dapat siguro malaman ni Vince yan na kung totoo man, which cannot be denied, na si Lacson talaga ang nag-recommend niyan, hindi maganda.
Kung tinatanim
Kasi it runs counter to the purpose by which the reforms is being established in the DPWH, but here comes an employee na tinutulak ng isang senador who is supposed to investigate the anomalies.
Di umano.
Di umano.
kung tanim yan,
Tanim na naman.
baka naman
Tanim.
the days of Vince Dizon is numbered. Kasi
Oh,
may tinatanim sa ilalim niya.
Nangihinayang tayo kasi Vince Dizon is doing well.
Oh.
Even if on his own is doing well, maski bulok yung kanyang amo, pero if you have a good person who can do things, then he can do on his own, diba? Make better. Maski nagbangag-bangagan yung tatay niya, kung mausay yung anak, kung lasenggo yung tatay, kung drug addict yung tatay, pero ang anak matino, and he survives and make excellent progress in his endeavor, walang kaya kasi sinasabi ni Marcos, hindi daw siya anak ng tatay niya. O nga, totoo nga, hindi siya anak ng tatay niya dahil mas worse pa siya sa tatay niya. Di ba? So,
Nalampasan niya tatay niya.
nalampasan niya ang tatay
Kasi
niya.
in 3 years lang, 1.5 trillion na.
Oo.
Oo.
So, yun po, ang sinasabi natin dito, hindi maganda. Sana,
wag na sana ituloy.
sana
Kapag
sa
may
Commission
bahid
on
na
Appointments,
ganyan.
ma-reiterate ni Marcoleta yung kanyang objection dyan, or his calling the attention, kasi this is also for the good of the Secretary, Vince Dizon. Kasi sooner or later, hindi naman siya makapag-vouch yan talaga in toto eh. Kasi ilan lang naman buwan na naging ito sa airport yata, airport police.
OTS.
Oh. Tapos
Security.
you'll vouch for him when his credential is not consistent with the...
6 months sila nakasama.
No, it's not consistent with the... Alam mo, kung talagang masama kang tao, pwede kang magpakita sa umpisa, pero lalabas yung tunay mo. And it will haunt you. It will be a detrimental happening as far as the secretary will be concerned. Kasi gagawa niya ng dating gawi eh. If ever, ha?
At saka kung may delikadesa itong si Bisnar, siya na mismo ang dapat
Because the purpose
umatras
of
dyan.
Vince Dizon kinuha sa DOTR to provide reform. Tapos magdadala ka ng isang tao na kailangan din ng reform.
Parang
Diba? Napaka-ironical yan.
parang merong dalang kwan eh, yung extra luggage. Eh.
Bagahe.
Oo.
Bagahe.
Well, this is just our opinion based on what was revealed to us per the mga tanong ni Marcoleta sa kanya.
Which are very relevant.
Okay.
Pero kung ganyan kalaki yung kanyang area of responsibility, dapat hatiin na yan. 2 tao na paghawakin kagad yan.
Yeah, but that's
Pero di naman siguro kailangan
that's,
kumuha ng...
dapat
Kumuha ang tao lang na sakto.
maski 1/2 or 1/3
Hindi pa rin pwede eh.
hindi
Di
ka
pa rin
makapag-risgo.
pwede, Hindi pa rin pwede.
Parang
Parang
square
risgo.
peg in a round hole.
Hindi ka
Di ba?
pwede makapag-risgo kung may
May bahid.
may bahid na eh.
Delikado.
Oo. May,
Floating eh.
Hindi
may
ordi-
lamat na yung
Hindi
salamin.
yun ordinary yung bahid eh.
Oo.
Unless of course,
You were fired.
yung sinabi mo, na tanim. Anong tanim?
Tanim.
Okay.
Tanim.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
yun po.
Ha? Huwag kalimutan magtanim. Ay! Huwag kalimutan mag-subscribe dito sa Iparas kay Paras at i-click ang notification bell. Maraming
Okay.
salamat po.
Maraming salamat po.